Okay, so this is 328 in the self-test from Ross. There's a total of 2 in cards, of which 2 are aces, and they're dealt to 2 players randomly, each getting in cards. What is the probability player 2 gets no aces, given that player 1 gets an ace? All right, so we're going to define the following events. We're going to say A sub I is the event player I gets an ace. Okay, so that means what we're trying to find is the probability player 2 gets no aces, so A sub 2 complement, given that player 1 gets an ace. This is what we're in search of. So we know that this is equal to the probability of A2 complement and A1 over the probability of A1. So we need to find those 2 things. The probability of A1 is not as easy to find directly, so we're going to find the probability of A1 complement. And that is that A1 gets no aces, which means of the remaining non-ace cards, we choose the in cards that player 1 gets out of 2 in, choose in total ways to get in cards from the 2 in. Now we got to do some combinatorial reduction. So this is really 2n minus 2 factorial over n factorial 2n minus 2 minus n factorial over 2n factorial, n factorial, 2n minus n, so another n factorial. All right, let's try to simplify this. So 1, I see right off, let's change the color here, that one of those goes away. So that's nice. So I actually now have 2n minus 2 factorial over 2n factorial. So I've put those together. And then the n factorial flips all the way to the top. And then I'm left with, what, 2n minus n, so n minus 2 factorial. It's tempting to cancel those n factorials, but that's going to cause some problems. So what I'm going to instead do is reduce these 2 n's. So this becomes 1 over 2n times 2n minus 1. Right, and then the 2n minus 2 factorials cancel out, over, or times n minus 1. Yeah, that's what it is. So, right, because it cancels with the n minus 2 factorial. So then we have that n cancels with that one, and we have n minus 1 over 2 times 2n minus 1. All right, so that's the probability that A1 doesn't get any aces. So the probability that A1 gets at least one ace is 1 minus n minus 1 over 2 times 2n minus 1. Now we're getting a common denominator, so 2 times 2n minus 1 minus n plus 1 over 2 times 2n minus 1. And that becomes 4n minus n, or 3n, minus 2 minus, oh, I think I have a sign issue. All right, I want that to just be 1 on the top. Yeah, that's right. So that becomes minus 2 plus 1, so just minus 1. Perfect. Over 2 times 2n minus 1. Okay, so that's the probability of A1, which is the denominator of what we want, but we still need to find the probability of A2 complement and A1. So let's go to the next board. Okay, so what is this? The probability of A2 complement and A1. So what does that really mean? That means A1 gets at least one ace and A2 gets no aces, which means A1 gets all the aces. All right, so we can again talk about what's happening with A1. A1 gets all the aces, so out of the remaining non-ace cards, Actually, we can calculate the probability A2 gets no aces. So out of the remaining non-ace cards, 2n minus 2, choose the n that A2 gets. And that is over, of course, the 2n choose n ways that A2 can be dealt anything. Okay, so if we simplify this, we get 2n minus 2 factorial over n factorial 2n minus 2 minus n factorial. Again, we've already done this, all over 2n factorial over n factorial, n factorial. Again, one of those cancels. This time it's slightly different, right? So then I have 2n minus 2 factorial over 2n factorial. And we have the n factorial here, but this time we have n minus 2 factorial. Okay, again, don't cancel those n factorials. You have n times n minus 1, I feel like this is what we already did, over, but there's one more thing, slightly different. So, nope, that's good. That's good. So n times n minus 1 over what? 2n times 2n minus 1. Yeah. The n's cancel. Okay, so the probability of A2 complement given A1 is that intersection, so n minus 1 over 2 times 2n minus 1 all over the probability of A, which was what? 3n minus 1 over 2 times 2n minus 1, right? So 3n minus 1 over 2 times 2n minus 1. Those cancel, and we're left with n minus 1 over 3n minus 1, which, is our answer.